Welcome back to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So today's tutorial, we want to talk about how you can perfectly fit your dress. So whatever dress you are making, I will be showing you how you can fit your dress appropriately. Okay, so most people have issues with their fitting. Okay, you notice some designers complain that after making their dress, it does not fit maybe to the bust or to the waist, to the hip, Sometimes it becomes it's so tight, or it's too loose, or does not even have the fitting of the body shape. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to fit your skirt. Okay, so I'm making a 6-piece skirt right here, and I want to show you how you can fit your skirt. So I'm making use of the measurement parameters for the waist. I have the waist circumference as 40 inches, and I have the hip circumference as 48 inches. And then I have that is the basic measurements for a skirt: the waist circumference and the hip circumference. Then we'll talk about the distance measurements from waist to hip and to the knee line. Okay, all right. So this fitting issues is a very important issue. Okay, because after making your dresses, no matter what kind of dress you are making, and you put all the styles and designs, and the person you made the dress for wears it and it does not fit, then it does not make any sense embarking on that project at all. So the skirt I have here, what I have here is the waistline. So you can see the waistline, okay, curving in how it was drafted. So I'll quickly go to the waist. This is a full front. Remember, I'm working with the circumference of 40 inches. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So here you can see I have 40 inches. Half of 40 inches is 20 inches. So I'll come on the waistline on my skirt, and I'm going to measure from end to end. I want you to pay attention to understand what I'm actually doing right here. So the first thing you do is to measure from end to end. You can see how I'm measuring it. I'm not taking it on the contour line. Of course, we contoured our skirt waist, which is our tummy drop, for a perfect fit. So I'm going to take it from end to end this way. Can you see? So I stretch my fabric a little, because sometimes fabric can contract, or so you just stretch it to have exactly the measurement. Okay, so here I have 25 inches. So I'm working with 20. So since I have 25, I'll just count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 inches is what I have off from the waist. So I'm going to share the 5 inches on right and left. The 5 inches, this is it, what I have left. If I share it by 2, I have 2.5. So I'll just come on the beginning of my waistline, and I'm going to mark 2.5. So I'm using my chalk to mark on my fabric. So the chalk there will identify my waistline for me. Then I'll come here, I'll also mark my 2.5. So if you have done this, you have gotten the waist measurement accordingly. So whatever your waist measurement is, that is how you go about it. So we'll now proceed to the hip measurement. So to the hip measurement, you can see the curvy part is already showing the hip, but you don't need to depend on that. You need to go by the measurement of your hip, which the hip height. So the hip height I'm working with here is 8.5 inches. But remember, we've already added seam allowance, okay? So right on where I marked, that is where I'm going to place my tape and mark my hip at 8.5. So this is my hip measurement at 8.5. Okay, at 9 inches because I added seam allowance, and I'll just make a mark at that 9 inches at that point. I'll also come over here. I'll also place my tape on where I had my chalk line, and I'll mark at the 9 inches. So from that point I marked, I'm going to take my waist measurement to the next point I marked. So the waist I'm working with is 48. Divide by 2 will give me 24. So right here you can see me placing my tape exactly on that